All right, we're going to take you back to the Sedibeng District where the fourth presidential Imbizo of the year is taking place here in Gauteng. Natasha Phiri has been there for us all morning and she has with her now, I believe, Minister in the Presidency, Mondli Gungubele. But of course, Natasha will tell us more. Over to you, Natasha.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Sakina, once again. And of course, to our SABC viewers, you're quite correct. You're joined by a Minister in the Presidency, Mr. Mondli Gungubele. Thank you so much for joining us, Minister. Just, on issues aside of the presidential Imbizo, last night we saw there the arrest of those 20 alleged, suspects that caused the unrest. Just tell us more from, government side and perhaps your reaction.
There's an old phrase that said perseverance prevails. we are grateful to the Hawks for staying on course. You understand how complicated the origination of that thing is, especially with the social media, where we don't have a real tight law on how to make sure that probably the original source of something, what is it? The fact that they have finally found people, we are crossing fingers that they be indeed the orchestrators original of the matter. We thank the police for that, and I suspect community might have played a role. We still call upon the community that hiding people like those is actually playing with the future, not only of other people, of your own grandchildren, because if this country is vulnerable to such kind of people, its future remains quite in a very precarious manner.
And of course, those suspects will be appearing in courts today. Minister, another issue. I know you can't speak on behalf of the Speaker in Parliament, but of course, yesterday again, we saw the DA rejecting requests to a joint standing committee on intelligence in regards to the Phala probe. And I mean, the DA, amongst other political parties, are calling for an ad hoc committee. And they're saying that, it's the most appropriate and effective means for, this issue to be dealt with, this Phala issue. And the other argument is that, when former President Zuma had the Nkandla Farms scandal, an ad hoc committee was set up. Why can't it be set up as well?
I don't want to speak on behalf of the Speaker, Natasha, but we will respect the instructions of the Speaker in this regard. All what we are saying, we are proud of a president who is actually respecting the law, who, when he's called upon to answer by South African laws or institutions of law, he never calls a rally, he never expressed suspicions of conspiracy, because as a head of the state, he is the custodian of the laws of this country. The fact that every time he's called upon to answer, we are proud of. In as far as Parliament is concerned, we'll ensure that we align with the directions of the Speaker, and I have no doubt that's the commitment of the President.
Minister, you say that you're proud of the President. This is a sitting President that's got serious allegations around him, and I think the problem with South Africans is that some feel as if there's not much transparency around this issue, Why couldn't the President tell us what happened on his farm 2 years ago? Why did it have to take all this time right now?
Natasha, I've said this several times, and some people respond cynically. I always believe, judge this president on how he has dealt with the laws since he became a president whenever he was called to question. He has answered, he's submitted, he's acquitted himself. Even now, he is submitting himself. What worries me about is that people don't want to judge him on the historic record. They want to judge him on what they do not know. We do not know what's going to come out there, but having said that, we respect the right of the president in analyzing the situation that he finds himself in. Accept the advice of his lawyers on how to handle the matter. Because when you find yourself in a network of something where you don't know where it comes from, it's got entrapments that you don't know. When your lawyers say, watch the way you speak, you may find that you implicate yourself on issues where you are very innocent. So we respect the right of the president to stay in the manner it is. And I ask South Africans to allow the president to handle this manner in the manner it deems fit. And please think of the president in terms of his track record. He always respects the law. Lastly, Where do you find a president that would throw commissions, report of commissions in online without editing them? Be it SIU, be it Zondo Commission. Here is the man who says, I am part of the army that is fighting that enemy. And everything it throws there, it complicates the life of the enemy of the nation, which is the corrupt enemy. And he is in the forefront of that. I think he should be judged more based on his action and his track record. I don't dictate how he should be judged, but I'm proposing, based on this history, can we view the president in that regard?
Minister, we are running out of time. Just quickly, briefly, in 30 seconds, the issue of illegal mining came under the spotlight. As the government of South Africa, have you engaged, with your SADC counterparts on this issue?
Issues of crime, there's SADC forum where Interpol and a number of other institutions, even the private institutes, be it the intelligence community, there's interaction with all those institutions on how as SADC should we work together. The Mozambican situation, a number of other situations. Those forums are always seized with this matter. But what I'm excited about, our police now are dealing with the matter, and people are there to be investigated who really is connected to the rape.
Thank you so much, Minister. That was, of course, Minister Mondli Gungubele Sakina. I neither want to add or subtract to what he said. You be the judge of that interview. With that said, it's back to you in studio.